So yesterday was a really discouraging day. I don't know how else to say that. It wasn't that anything particularly bad happened. It's just kind of a blah day. And it just kind of was tired when I woke up, and it just all went downhill from there yesterday. It's right after Christmas, and for anyone who's a parent knows that the days right after Christmas, with all the excitement that comes with Christmas, tends to be very difficult parenting days, because the kids are really coming down from that overstimulation and that excitement. They have all those new toys that they want to play with right now, and it creates huge messes, and it tends to create a lot of sibling fights. Yesterday, on top of just the day-to-day functioning of the homestead and the house, we had the kids kind of all on edge and on top of each other. There's no school because it's Christmas week, and that almost makes it harder because with the homeschool, their structure, I can really point people to activities and say, get away from each other and go do your math. But there wasn't that yesterday. And then on top of all of those things, just trying to get everything from Christmas organized to keep the house from being a disaster and keeping the kids from losing pieces to their new things so that they can enjoy them for a long time. And getting things out into our storage area for the little guys to use and play with during the school year before they lose all the pieces and things like that. And during all that, I was trying to think about the video, because try to upload, every Wednesday and Saturday, trying to be super consistent, because we learned in previous years that when you stop being consistent, the algorithm drops you. Those of you who have been with us for a long time, have been with us through the ups and downs of our channel, we used to have a lot more views because we were a lot more consistent, and then we stopped when Annie got sick, or when we had Annie. She was born, she's not really sick, she was just born different than everybody else. We stopped recording, we stopped posting, it became really inconsistent. We were here, we'd post a few videos, and then we'd disappear for months trying to take care of all her stuff, and we just got totally just punished and dropped from the algorithm, and been fighting the last year and a half to get back, to show the consistency, to try to hit the algorithm again, to get our channel back towards the top. And so I was trying to think about what on earth I was going to film. I have a lot of things that I want to show, but I knew that the kids were being really needy. I knew that doing a big project right after Christmas, any sort of canning or house or farm project was a bad idea because the kids were just too over the top to be able to be good helpers. They just needed constant redirection, and it was not going to be a positive experience for anybody, and we don't want to make extra stress for ourselves, right? And so I just was like, what am I going to film? Watching me chase my kids around and clean up the house after Christmas doesn't sound like a very exciting video. And so I went on YouTube and started just looking at other homesteading channels and what their really successful videos were, trying to get some ideas. It's like, maybe there's an easy video that I could make that would also kind of help pop us in the algorithm. Because our last video, we thought we would try a longer video to see if longer views made YouTube show it to more people, because people would stay and watch if it was a longer video, and it totally backfired. It was one of our least watched videos we've had in a long time, and so I was kind of scratching my head being like, well, what should we try next? And so I was looking at the really successful channels that get lots of views and what their videos were, and it was really, I don't know, it was just, I felt really discouraged about it. And I look back now, and I know that it was silly. It was just a bad day. I don't do YouTube just because I want to get rich off of it. I do YouTube, I create content because I enjoy the community. I love getting comments from people and talking to you, and when you guys share your experiences and some suggestions. I've got some great suggestions from YouTube comments. Just yesterday, somebody told me if I was having trouble taking the elderberry syrup, because I don't really like how it tastes, to put it in my tea. And I think it was Lady in the Mountains was the name of the commenter. And so I tried that yesterday, and you know what? I made myself a glass of lemon honey tea and put some elderberry syrup in there, and it was delicious. Like, that's how I'm going to take it every day now. Thank you. But we create this content. We love the community. It's also a way for us to stay in touch with family and for family to be able to see all of our children, because we have a lot of families spread over the country. But still, like, you always have that hope that all of this work that you put into this content will make you some money. So you look at the people that are making money in your categories, and you look at what they're doing and say, is that something that we do that we would like to share? Maybe if we title it this way, it'll hit the algorithm and more people will find our channel for us to share our story with. And I was just so discouraged because all of those top channels with top views were people doing huge projects. Things that, like, in my wildest dreams could not imagine being able to mount that type of project. I don't even know if those types of projects are necessary on a homestead. And knowing that those people that are doing those projects, making it seem like you can do this too, this is homesteading, that their kits are donated for sponsorship, that they have 10 people that come every day to help them, and they make it look like they're doing it themselves when it's not the truth. And not that I expect YouTube to always be true, but it just made me upset that so many people were out there promoting this homestead lifestyle that was so different from what a homestead lifestyle really is. It's so unreachable for the majority of us. Not that I'm envious or jealous that they can do those things. I think it is amazing that they can do those things. How fun. But that those are the trending videos, and that people see them, that they think that this is what homesteading is, because it's not. This is what homesteading is. Getting up at 5 after your husband has been up till about midnight or 1 to keep the fire going so that there's enough coals to restart the fire, which actually is kind of floundering. Let's give it a little more air. Get restarted. Because if you wait too long, you have to start from a cold stove, which takes forever, which makes the house get cold. And it's all about that circulating air. If we want the kids warm upstairs, we can't let the stove down here get cold, because then it pushes the cold air up and it takes forever for it to get warm upstairs again, and we don't want that. This is homesteading. Folding diapers, starting breakfast early, getting things set for the day, because there is so much to do every day that if you wait until it's light to get up, you will never finish your day. You will never accomplish anything in your day other than the things that it takes to keep your family alive. No moving forward if you don't start early. I feel like as homesteading channels, we like to skip over the day-to-day grind, the difficulty it is, the difficulties and the fun associated with having a large family, the difficulties of growing your homestead when infrastructure, when building materials are so expensive you just can't do anything. I feel like a lot of homesteading channels like to gloss over the day-to-day grind that is homesteading. Just do the fun projects and things. But it's the day-to-day, the folding the diapers, the educating the children, the sitting by your child as they learn to read for the first time. Those are the things. That's what homesteading is. It's not about the barn builds or the chicken coops or the new pig fence. It's about the family time. It's about being together even when we don't have a lot, but we have each other. It's about the struggle. It's about providing the food security, the warmth security in a world where so many things are unsecure. About realizing that there's a lot of things that we don't have, but the things that we do have are what's most important. All that to say that yesterday I went to bed really discouraged because it was a long, long day. But that's just what homesteading is. And this morning I set my alarm for 5:30 and it went off, and I thought, gosh, I'm not getting up. Yesterday was so hard. I'm just gonna sleep in. So I lay there in bed, raising myself to get up, which I did, thinking about what I would film today. And then I realized that I was missing the point. The point that we put videos up anyway, that we create content here at Teal House Farm. It's about the honesty in homesteading, and that sharing the daily grind, the good days and the bad days, in giving you an honest look at this homesteading large family lifestyle, to show you that it's not just about big projects, but it's about time together, that it's about the day-to-day tasks of folding laundry and teaching your children to read, about teaching your children how to provide for themselves. That's the important core of what homesteading is. And while it's easy to be discouraged that you can't do the big things, that for most of us it takes years and years and years to get your homestead to where you dream it will be, that it's not like these YouTube channels that get it done in months and show you these really cool time-lapse videos. That's not homesteading. That's farming with style. This is homesteading. This is family life. And even with the bad days, the discouraging days mixed in, I don't think I'd want it any other way. Mikey, is Daddy working hard, or is he hardly working?
Hardly working.
Oh, the truth comes out. run me over.